Howdy, Johnny. Here, this goes to San Antonio. Anything for us?
Nothing.
Yep, come on. Here, up there. Here. Well, stranger, this here's Black City. You've just arrived in hell, my boy.
It sounds kind of colorful. I'm looking for a place to stay. You know where I might find a good boarding house?
Oh, if it's only for overnight, you can stay right here at my house.
Thank you.
Get used to the wind. Blows all evening and all morning, too. What you need is a nice hot bowl of soup. Come on inside. Well, come on in. Shut the door. Just make yourself to home. Not much to look at, I guess, but it's comfortable and warm. Here, sit down. Besides, there's no other place you could stay, my boy. This town hasn't got no real hotel. About the only thing they got around here is just a couple of little old rooms up over the saloon. But they're usually full up. Oh, you got one. And besides, there's nothing but a dung heap anyway. No, it wouldn't be to your liking. The next stagecoach is due to arrive here in about 3 days. Are you planning on waiting for it, son? Or are you, maybe pushing on to Redtown? If you are, I imagine you'll be wanting a mule train. Now, that's just outside of town at the junction there.
Neither one of those things. You see, I'm the new sheriff.
Uh-huh. And what's your name?
My name is Ronson, and I've just been working in Denver City. Yes, indeed. Now, that's a beautiful city. I'll really miss it. Tomorrow, I wonder if you'd mind showing me the sheriff's office. Okay?
Well, there it is. It sure ain't in what you might call good condition, is it? I'll leave your valises here for you. see them, Sheriff?
Mm-hmm. Happen to know who they are?
Well, they've been coming around here for Lord knows how many years. It's that outlaw Mexican Sanchez and his bandits. Bad hombres. You better watch yourself.
What the hell they want here? What are they looking for in Black City? How come you know who they are?
Huh. Well, it's a mighty long story, my boy. You won't like it. It ain't good. They're a bunch of renegades. The worst kind. Killers, all of them. Mexicans, Texans, half-breeds. They take what they want from us.
Have a cigar?
No, thanks.
They're right there if you want them.
Don't smoke.
Tell me, who is this Sanchez, huh?
Sanchez, the worst of the lot. Everyone in this town knows about Sanchez. I'm afraid, son, that you've fallen right in the middle of a great big hornet's nest.
Who's that?
Never seen him before.
Vienes aquí.
Leave me alone.
Come here, did you want?
Pig!
Oh, yeah, you're in the chicken for you. Yes, you're so soft. Yeah. Oh, come here. ¡Vamos, amigos!
Yeah? What'd you have? Hey, you crazy? That beer's expensive, mister. Come all the way from Chicago. Just put your money on the counter, then drink it. That's the rules of the house. It'll cost you 10 cents a glass before you drink it. Hey, mister, you're crazy. Didn't you hear me? Do you expect me to pay for it? Huh?
Will that pay for it? Here. Give me your best room.
Yes, sir. That'll be a $50, Sheriff.
Smells like a stable in here. Tom?
Yes, sir.
Tom, we're awful hungry and thirsty.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bud.
Bring us some beer and bacon and eggs in a hurry. My information tells me a new sheriff has come to town.
Yes, sir, Mr. Bud. Yes, sir.
Maybe I can meet our new sheriff. Being that I run the place, it's best that he's told about it now, see? The sooner he knows about it, the better off he is. Don't want no harm to come to him. Right, Tom?
Yes, sir, Mr. Bud.
Well, I understand our new sheriff is really a dandy. Hope he don't fall down and bleed. You lost something, stranger? Well, now, you must be the new sheriff. I've been waiting, Sheriff, for you to come over and speak to me, but you seem sort of occupied. You mind your own business, don't you? Now, who'd ever thought you'd be losing your gun, Sheriff, first day you come to town? You look more like a mama's boy. Better you just go on home to Denver City. I don't want to see you get hurt now. You'll be right where she can protect you.
Come in. Hello, Willie.
Sheriff?
How have you been, Willie? Have a seat. I've been expecting you to visit.
It's best that you know the story of the fellow you just ran into. And it goes back about 5 years or more, I'd say. That's Bud Wheeler. In those days, this was a quiet place where folks came to settle and build up a home. Why, we even managed to keep the town free of gunmen. But one day, Bud Wheeler showed up. No one's too sure where he came from. But as soon as he got here, he joined forces with Sanchez. And since that time, Black City has been at his mercy.
Hold it right there, mister.
Hey, you.
What do you want?
Water, I'm thirsty. It's hot.
There.
Hey, what are you doing over there, huh?
Bud Wheeler freed Sanchez. And from that day on, they've been as close as two peas in a pod.
¡Vámonos, muchachos!
Sanchez is plumb local. In Mexico, there's a big price on his head. And believe me, where he goes, goes death.
Conchita! Guapa!
And no one had the courage to stand up to them?
Yes, one man had the courage to do it, right after he saw Bud Wheeler and Sanchez gun down his friends. Frank Coulter. Poor Frank. It's not enough to have courage.
Where's Frank Coulter now? There was 3 of them madmen. They cut my friends down in cold blood. The first thing I did was come here as quick as I could, Sheriff. Oh, and how I remember that Mexican. I'd recognize that bastard anywhere. Yeah, him and that Bud Wheeler. The other one looked like a Chinaman.
You're sure now one of them was Bud Wheeler?
Sure, Sheriff. I'd swear to it.
Are you Frank Coulter's brother?
Yes, sir.
Where is he? Where is Frank Coulter?
Frank hasn't returned yet.
Come right on in here, Frank. Your brother's sure a good cook. You know who I am? Take a good look.
I might have seen you around these parts at one time.
Did you? One time? Of course, you don't know when now. But I understand you're talking to the sheriff. Now, that ain't nice. Is it, Coulter? The sheriff's just a little bit nosy. And we don't want him snooping around none, do we? Coulter, you mustn't bother sheriffs.
I just told you before I might have seen you at one time.
You sure that's all it was, Coulter?
Frank!
That's twice you saw me. Tell the sheriff I'll be waiting for him.
So that there's the story of Black City. And I just thought I ought to tell you, son. Trouble is, the law needs witnesses, and we don't have any.
And Sheriff Mason, wasn't he doing something about all these goings-on? I always thought that he was pretty honest. Mason arrest anybody?
He had no proof. Not until Frank come in. With Frank as an eyewitness to cold-blooded murder, why, heck, the sheriff was ready to arrest that Bud and put him in the hoosgow. The brothers were found on their ranch about sunup. A few hours later...
You looking for me, Sheriff?
Wheeler, I was just sitting here thinking about you.
Right there's where we found him dead. Yep, Sheriff. Since that time, there's been no law and order here in Black City.
Who is she?
She's a Mexican. Name's Dolores. I find she's kind of a cute little filly. You got eyes for her?
You're a funny man, aren't you? Coffee tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Buenos dias.
Morning.
Senor, I have here your breakfast. I brought you eggs and some coffee.
Gracias. Before you go, I want to talk to you. How about some coffee? Come on.
Muchas gracias.
I already know your name. It's Dolores. Nice name. Tell me about yourself.
I fear that there's too much to tell.
Go ahead.
Well, all right. I've lived in Black City for about 2 years. My father was an American, but I spent most of my life in Mexico. Sanchez brought me here by force and threatened to kill my family if I didn't respond to his wishes or run away. But he's crazy, senor. There is nothing he wouldn't try to do.
This fellow Sanchez. Tell me about him.
He is a bandit, senor. There is a great price on his head in Mexico. You see, it's been many years since we have had a sheriff in Black City. It makes it easy for him to hide out here. Besides, he is great friends with the man who runs Black City, Bud Wheeler. Sanchez is a crazy man. He will murder anybody who is in his way. He murders them and he calls it self-defense. Because, senor, there are never any witnesses. He kills them all.
You know where I can find him?
It won't be easy. He is never in one place long. He comes unexpectedly and he stays perhaps one night. He's a pig.
So he comes into town every so often. It must be quite important for him, right? I wonder what he wants here.
Like I said, he is protected by his friend Bud Wheeler. Our new young sheriff will be having a rough time of it. I know that Bud Wheeler, for one thing, has an acquaintance who Sanchez has talked about. In town, they call him the Worm, but his real name is Joe Smith. It's a funny thing, senor, that every time Bud and Sanchez are together in town, the following morning, Joe Smith loads 2 big bags on his rig and he goes away for a couple of days.
Go on. It's getting more interesting.
No one pays much attention. It would be unwise, I believe, senor. Bud is a smart hombre. He never meet with this Joe. It has been always Sanchez alone who meets him. They meet at night somewhere outside of town, the two of them.
Is that about everything?
That is all that I know, senor. But it is easy, I think, to talk to Joe Smith. He'll be over at our barber, Ben Arthur. It's opposite the saloon.
Muchas gracias, Dolores. You've helped me very, very much. Well, looky over there yonder. A tasty little morsel, huh? I bet you'd be glad to see us.
She sure is pretty.
Let's go take us a closer look.
Okay.
Are you all alone here, beautiful? Well, now, you just come over here to me. Come on here. Come here.
Help, Peter! Help!
Now, stop fighting me. I just want a little kiss.
No, Peter!
Hey, what's the matter?
Hold it. What are you going to do about it, mister?
How close do you want it, Joe Smith?
Not too close. Okay, Arthur?
Maybe I ought to push on it a little bit to test it out.
What's the matter with you, Ben? Going nuts?
You better do a little talking, mister, before I cut your throat.
Well, what? What are you saying? You been drinking, Arthur?
You don't hear too good, huh? Maybe your ears need cleaning out. Who killed the Cutler brothers? Talk!
Okay, I'll tell you. Bud Wheeler.
Well, now. I thought you said you didn't know anything. All right, hold it right there and don't move, mister.
What happened, stranger?
I just had to do it.
He's right, Sheriff.
Self-defense.
That killed Peter Sturgis! Yeah, they shot him. Plumb through the heart. I just came from his farm.
Guess I'd better run out there. Would you mind showing me the way?
You're a little too late.
I'm afraid that it's my duty. Where is it?
Well, Sheriff, you make a right, first road out of town, and then it's, 10 miles or so out to the Sturgis place. You can't miss it.
Come along.
I'm mighty sorry to have to bother you. But it's most important that I talk to you for a few minutes. May I? It would only be for a few minutes. You see, I'm the new sheriff, and I want to make sure your husband's killers will be brought to justice.
There's nothing more that you could do for him. Now, will you please just go? Peter.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I must have your help. Ma'am.
Are you still here? I want you to go away. Why don't you go away from here?
Calm down,
Finding
ma'am.
those killers can't help my
Just
husband
calm
any
down.
now. You can't
Please,
bring
ma'am.
him back. He's dead.
Ma'am,
They've
please
murdered
calm
my
down.
Peter. They've
Please,
murdered
get
him.
a hold of
Oh,
yourself. Get a
God,
hold of yourself.
Stop it.
Stop
They've
it, will you?
murdered
Do you
my
hear me?
Peter.
I said stop it. I swear to God, the murderers will be caught.
Oh, Peter.
Hey, dummy, what's the matter with you? We ordered 4 beers and you only brought us 3. Jake, give him a lesson.
Stop right there. Hard.
That man there's pretty good. I thought I told you to go. I remember telling you yesterday I want you out of town. Or maybe you're just waiting around for me to teach you a little something first. Burns, doesn't it? You'd better think of going. You got yourself one more chance, hear me? I want you out of Black City by tomorrow morning early. Or that's it. Be out of here tomorrow morning, or I'll meet you on the main street at 6 o'clock. It's kind of cold out there in the morning, but I think some nice hot lead will warm you up. Now I think it's time for Mama's boy to go home. I'll say goodbye now, because I don't expect you'll show.
No, Bud Wheeler. I'll see you out there. Come in.
Morning, Sheriff. I want to take your place out there this morning. It's pretty tough for a lad like you to be up against a fellow like him. But not for me. It's up to you, you know. You haven't the experience for a man like Bud Wheeler. The risk is rough in the morning when the wind's blowing and the dust's in your eyes. It could happen. They'll shoot at you from both ends. Over at the academy, now you hit the bullseye 50 times. And you win yourself a prize. But here it's different. It's tricky. The targets are moving. And what's more, they're real ones.
Yeah, well, moving or otherwise, it won't change matters any. You made your point. Now would you leave? I would like to be alone.
Listen, Sheriff. I promised my woman I'd get her brother's killers. I know who did it, and I want him.
This is between the law and Bud Wheeler, mister.
Okay. Let's drink on it. awful storm. I'm cold. Sorry, son, but I had to do it.
Howdy, fellas. Well, it looks like we finally got ourselves a sheriff here in Black City. Yep, how about that? Me too. But you got what he deserves. That's true, but what about his old friend, huh? What'll happen when Sanchez finds out about all this? I know that crazy Mexican. Why did he shoot down the sheriff? Yeah, I got to agree with you.
Morning. Good work, Sheriff. The best this town has ever seen. That took a lot of courage, son. And we feel fortunate to have you here in Black City. Only you got a long way to go to establish law and order here in this town. But you've proven yourself to be a hell of a man.
That's what you think. You just said I got courage. You didn't show a lot of courage, my... doing this. Here's my resignation.
But you want to walk out now?
Would you please give the driver of the stage that letter and my valises, Willie? Tell him to drop them at the post office in Denver City. I'm gonna head north.
But... So you're leaving the town without a sheriff again? Why, that's like a horse without a rider. I'm warning you, you can't go now, son. Why, Sanchez will burn up this little town before you know it. When he finds out Bud Wheeler's dead, why, he won't leave a man, woman, or beast alive. You can bet on it. Either you're yellow or you're just local.
I guess if Sanchez does come into town, he'll find more than he bargained for. I'm leaving.
Sanchez! Sanchez! But Wheeler is dead! They killed him and they killed his men too! Damn it! Damn it! We're going back to Black City!
Willie, where's the sheriff going?
Black City is without a sheriff again. He's given me his resignation, stranger. He's bound for parts unknown. Somewhere up in the north. Do you know there isn't a blinking person here now can defend this town? Not up against Sanchez.
He'll be back. Don't worry.
Oh, I was just coming over to see you, Sheriff. No use me explaining how rude I was to you the other day. I sure am sorry. I know you were just doing your duty. All I'm asking you now is to let me help you as much as I can. You want to know what happened? Oh, how could I have known that I was ever going to lose Peter? He never had a chance.
You were filled with grief. You don't need to apologize. I was a stranger to you anyhow. I'm all through as a sheriff of Black City. I've given my resignation. I'm not coming back.
You mean you're going to desert us now? My God. Why, that's just like asking Sanchez to massacre the whole town. When he learns about Bud Wheeler, he'll go crazy. Haven't you got a little charity in your heart for the souls of this town? What should they do? Beg you to forgive them? You wouldn't want that. Without your protection, who'll stop Sanchez?
Nobody.
Mister, we have no sheriff now. Why'd he have to leave? The two of you could have beaten Sanchez. Now he will go mad and destroy the town. He will kill all of us.
Hey, Tom, the usual.
Dolores, now you would tell me who the hell the Buddha is killed my amigo Buddha? Huh?
I don't know.
What do you mean? Ah! Now you listen to me. You tell me who it is. Who murdered Joe Smith and Bud? Tom, tell me who it is.
I don't know anything.
You're lying, you filthy pig!
I did it, Sanchez. I fired those shots. Nobody else. I was the sheriff of this fair city when I shot those two down, but... not anymore. Well, Sanchez, you're pretty brave with your men backing you up, aren't you now? Huh? But without them, I'll meet you in the morning out in front. At 6 o'clock. Face to face and nobody to help us.
You? Did you hear what he said? I will eat him for breakfast. You hear that? Come, bring us something to drink.
I thought you might need a hand. You could use a little help now.
I don't want it. I want you to get out of here.
Okay. That's the way you feel. Why don't we have a drink on it? It's going to be pretty rough for you tomorrow morning.
And none of your fancy tricks, okay? These drinks are on me.
Yes, me.
Drink it and get out of here.
Sanchez is no Bud Wheeler. He's pretty fast.
Sanchez, or no Sanchez, you don't interfere this time. My reputation has already been blown up enough around this town. I'm telling you to stay out. And furthermore, you'll do it. I know about you. You're a famous man, Django. You want that bounty. Don't you, Django? You're nothing but a bounty hunter. Your wife's brother. Now, that was a big laugh, wasn't it, Django? And you don't give a damn who dies out there, do you? The money's all you want, isn't it? But you were claiming it was revenge.
Sanchez, wake up. It's time to go. Everyone is ready. I'm up now. All right, wait outside, Miguel. You puta, bring coffee. Huh? Oh.
Get you if it's still up.
Hey, Sheriff! Come and get me! You're finished. Come on out, Sheriff. If you don't, I'm coming in after you.
You see? You needed me after all.
You never know, of course. I'm known as Sartana, only around here they call me Jack Ronson. Until the time we meet again, friend. Adios.